Welcome to our class. In this video, I will go over some of the milestone events that are credited with the development of the AI technology. In the 1950s, Alan Turing, a British scientist, conceptualized the universal Turing machine. This was a blueprint for modern computing that showed how a machine could perform tasks given the proper instructions. Prior to this, most computing was pretty much basic calculations. Alan Turing has been known as the father of computer science for his foundational work on theoretical computation. He also developed the Turing test. This was a test to determine if a machine can exhibit behavior that is indistinguishable for a human being. As a result of this test, we have today's modern CAPTCHA. The acronym CAPTCHA actually stands for Completely Automated Public Turing Test to Tell Computers and Humans Apart. A few years later, there was a conference at Dartmouth. A group of researchers met for a summer-long workshop to investigate the possibilities of a machine that could actually think. John McCarthy coined the term artificial intelligence to define a machine capable of exhibiting human intelligence. So John McCarthy is credited with this term that we use today, artificial intelligence. In 1966, we have our first chatbot. This was a computer called ELIZA, and it was a natural language processing computer that could engage in conversation. Its conversation was all text input and text output. It was created at MIT Computer Lab. Incidentally, this was 15 years before the personal computer became familiar, and 3 decades before most people encountered attempts at natural language processing, such as ChatGPT. During the period of 1966 to 1972, we see our first artificial robot. The Artificial Intelligence Center at the Stanford Research Initiative developed Shaky the robot. It was a mobile robot system equipped with sensors and a TV camera, and it could navigate different environments. The objective in creating Shaky was to develop concepts and techniques in artificial intelligence to enable an automation to function independently in a realistic environment. Think about the devices we have today, such as our vacuums and our cars. Now we're in the 1980s, and the Association for the Advancement of Artificial Intelligence was formed. It is dedicated to advancing the scientific understanding of the mechanisms underlying thought and intelligent behavior. This organization exists, and they have conferences every year. In 1996, about the time that the internet was entering our lives, IBM developed a chess-playing computer system, which competed against the world champion chess player. This computer system could review 200 million potential chess in a second. It won the final game in 19 minutes and made history. Many years later, IBM's Watson computer, which was a question-answering AI supercomputer, famously defeated 2 Jeopardy champions. This was a televised tournament in February of 2011. This showed the computer's ability to understand natural language and process vast amounts of data to find answers in real time. It made a significant milestone in artificial intelligence. 2011, 2014, we have our virtual assistants, Apple's Siri and a few years later Alexa. Both had natural language processing capability that could understand spoken questions and respond with an answer. However, they were programmed to understand certain questions and could not answer anything outside of that. In 2020, OpenAI released GPT-3. It demonstrates the ability to generate human-like text, engage in conversations, write code, translate languages, and generate creative writing based on natural language prompts. This is one of the earliest examples of what are called large language models, LLMs. Two years later, we have generative models that create images. Prior to this, it was all text. We have OpenAI creating their DALL-E 3 model, and Stable Diffusion created an image generation model also. 2022 gave us ChatGPT. This was able to interact with users in a far more realistic way than the previous chatbots. It could answer follow-up questions and recognize inappropriate prompts. ChatGPT is one of the most visited websites in the world. As of late 2025, it is the fourth or fifth most popular site by total monthly visits. It has approximately 5.6 billion monthly visits. In response to ChatGPT, other generative LLMs have been released. Some of the most popular are Google's Gemini, Anthropic's Claude, and Meta's Llama.